with each and every holy sacred in-breath. There is divine remembrance, the divine remembrance of our cosmic origins, the divine remembrance of the paradise world. There is, with each and every sacred holy in-breath and out-breath, the remembering that we breathe the breath of Rama. We breathe the breath of the divine. And as we become more aligned in this sacred rhythm of the cosmic in-breath and out-breath of all things, as we align and have chosen, beloveds, to align with the sacred in-breath and out-breath of the precious Earth Mother, you find yourselves as her children. For indeed, you share the same rhythm of that sacred in-breath and out-breath of all creations on multiple levels in the microcosm and the microcosm. Indeed, the sacred breath is in all planetoids, in all great suns, and in the fabric of space itself, into all of the dimensional realms of the expressions of the one source. And it is with this sacred in-breath and out-breath that connects us, integrates us, and aligns us with the very intention and purpose of our beingness being here in this reality fight where we find ourselves. In this eternal moment, in this full consciousness of the integration of who we are as the children of light upon the earth that has not forgotten their cosmic origins. And slowly, 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 as an opening dawn, with the beginning of sunlight rays begin to emerge, there is the great emergence of our own consciousness. Decompartmentalized into the life we find ourselves in the moment upon this physical, mental, and emotional world. But in that decompartmentalization too, we will say to you, there has been many lessons and growth. And so we say to you, beloveds, that is not to be excluded or villainized. But now, as the new dawn is approaching, a new clarity comes forth, a greater expansion of awareness and foresight, and the higher wisdoms and the re-remembering of cosmic waters that you have dived so deep into. Indeed, carrying the cosmic story in each and every one in this great, ever expanding, ever exploring, ever creating dynamic that we know as life in consciousness in a myriad of forms, so multitudes, so much that is beyond the understanding of a physical, mental, and emotional world, but the sense of it is yet still imprinted into the very DNA. For you carry a cosmic DNA, as the cosmic DNA is your true origins from the source, and is moved out in a variety of ways and expressions too numerous to count. It is moved into various dimensional frequencies. It has moved into the myriads of creations and worlds. It has moved in the undulating waveform from the original source, which is the seeking of each and every one, that unconditional love that you hold in your higher heart of compassion and unconditionality. For there is a great sensing indeed that that is indeed the golden key that unlocks the time locks. Oh, beloved children of the light upon the earth, the time has come for your great arising. The time has come for all the paths that have led up to this moment in your personal and your collective journey has brought you to the new rising sun, the new Genesis that is here, the remembering the higher alignment of the new earth that you have envisioned from time immemorial, the new earth that you are part of, the new earth that you said, I will co-create, I will help assist and be part of that consciousness to bring in the higher liberations and the removing of parameters, time locks, and constrictions. For you remember the total freedom you have within you, the ancient, ancient, ancient memory of oneness with all things. For you are one with all things. And the idea of separation, the idea of decompartmentalize the oneness into individual units, that from the higher perspective and where you see cannot be fully understood or seen. But beloveds, we say to you, the immortal times and cycles of times has now come again, as in many, many other liberations of civilizations and those consciousness that were ready to make the leap. Indeed, this is not the first time in this planetary expression that a great quantum into a new earth has happened. But it is indeed in this cycle of time, many of which have already gone through this and have come back again as the veterans, as the sages, as the ones who are remembering how to do this. And as it comes and bubbles up in the deep recesses in our consciousness and in our minds and in our higher heart of loving compassion, a great welling up of power begins to encircle you, empower you, and bring you forward. Where no longer are you constricted by the frequency programs of a physical, mental, and emotional earth. No longer are you within a constricted matrix of paradigms and programs, for that cosmic side of you senses something more, so much more. And is that you seek to make known the unknown that has been veiled from you, but not hidden away. And so it is indeed, beloveds, the great awakening that those have spoken of for so long that is now here upon us as we move into the new cyclic ages, known into the celestial planetoids and suns as they move beyond the speed of light into eternity. And as you can grasp, as you are on spaceship Earth, moving beyond the speed of light, that as you can integrate, remember, and resonate with this cosmic memory, that you indeed are boundless, for you move on a great planetoid that moves into eternity of new creations. And you are on this creation in this divine sacred movement, which is the divine in-breath and out-breath of the Eternal One. And as that part of you, and as the deepness of your DNA, and in the frequency bands of the very electricity that moves in, through, and around you, as it begins to activate, as it begins to unfold, those parts of you begin to align and come back into its highest sense and purpose. And as this begins to happen, as you come together as the family of light, as you trigger each other, as you contribute towards this divine dynamic creation of the great in-breath and out-breath, as you come into this new cycle of cycles with great wisdom and great experience. For those are the ones that forged the way. Those are the ones that cleared the path. Those are the ones that illumined the way for others to follow, and to empower and the re-remembering of their own divine, sacred, and holy natures, of their great power, of their great insight, that their consciousness indeed can create from the very pictures, beloveds, that you now can picture a tree, any tree of your liking. You can picture that tree, and that tree in color. You can see orchards of trees. You can see buildings. Where does this come from? It comes from, beloveds, you are the great Elohims. You are the divine creators, and you are creating a new earth. You're creating the ascension. You're creating the new Genesis and the new Eden tree. It is you. And as you do this, it blossoms within you. And as it blossoms within you, it blossoms to others. And together as a collective, it is one with your great Earth Mother. But we would say to you, beloveds, indeed, it is beyond your Earth Mother. For you are the sacred Adam Kadmon, the sacred seed, created with much power, created as the guardians, not only of the sacred earth, but beloved, so many guardians of the universe, guardians of the great galactic mothers and fathers. You are the great guardians, and so you have chosen to come into this moment, in this snapshot of a reality bite, to fulfill that which you love to do, that you have signed up to do, that you are eager to do. And yes, there are those parts of consciousness that are veiled when you have agreed to come into a world where you would forget everything of your cosmic origins. As you came into your physicality, perhaps remnants when you were so young that you no longer remember, in a physical, mental, and emotional construct, where this emotional, physical, and mental construct has indeed parameters, barriers, and indeed a duality. And in that duality, forces that want to keep you constricted, as there are the forces that want to liberate you. And so in this world of choice that you find yourself in, as you seek and you knock, who am I? Why am I here? That you are indeed, no matter the distractions of a physical, mental, and emotional world, no matter those destructions, it has not diverted you totally away from the greater and grander question, who am I? Why am I here? What is my mission? There's something I'm to do. What is it? And that gnaws at you because it is your soul impulse that is ever there, ever present, and ever connected. And as you breathe the sacred in-breath and out, as you breathe and you say, I am ready to embrace fully and totally my soul impulse that causes me to move beyond my fears, beyond my challenges, to come into my own individual ascension that brings the collective ascension, to find my soul tribe, my family of light, to come together, all expressed around the world, beyond the world, in the 7 expressions, in higher dimensional realms of the Ami Shaddai, the family of light. The time has come where there is conscious awareness of this interaction as the veils begin to move. And you believe, know, and understand the critical, most important role that you play. For as you look up at the heavens, so too does the heavens look down to you. And in this collaborative effort, as the higher parts of yourselves, as the higher parts of yourselves integrated with the higher dimensionals of the myriad of radiant ones, as the exploration and the re-remembering of other levels of reality, of other levels of consciousness, as you move beyond the gravitational pull of a physical, mental, and emotional earth, as you move, guided by the great divine in-breath and out-breath, as you remember to align your breath in the sacredness of what it is every single day. As you go about your day-to-day activities, there's those times that come to you to remember each and every single in-breath and out-breath is holy. And in those times of challenges is the re-remembering of the sacred breath and all that it is part of. And remember to bring it into the consciousness. And as you breathe, beloveds, you bring in that whole knowledge and wisdom in that moment, in that moment, in that moment. And through the sacred in-breath, in choosing to align with the higher parts of yourself, no matter where you find yourselves, in any circumstances, on any level, and upon the earth, when you bring in the consciousness once again, to remember to tap into the higher consciousness through the breath, you align immediately. The higher vision, the higher power, the higher wisdom comes instant. So you begin to walk your path of mastery. And as you walk your path of mastery, you are the example for others, that you can be in your peace, that you can be in centeredness in the eye of a storm, in the midst of chaos. You are that stabilizing peace and balance. And now, beloveds, in this exalted radiance of illumined light, in this frequency of divine sacred platinum diamond rays coming in from this higher rising sun, as it falls its benevolence and its love upon you, in your deep-seated peace and in your perfect balance, as you realize in consciousness that you are transcendent in this moment beyond all earthly matters, that indeed you are deep into the cosmic waters of consciousness, where the past, the present, and the future are one. And in this great illumination of frequency that you are able to hold in the very consciousness of yourselves, in the very consciousness of the DNA, indeed into the atomic and subatomic, the frequencies of the platinum diamonds you hold now. You are a great rising sun, holding the frequencies of illumined radiant light. You breathe each and every holy sacred in-breath as you feel this divine, sense it and know it, coursing in through and around you. You are the platinum ray diamond light. And you use your power of co-creation. And you see clearly in your spiritual eye the sacred Earth Mother. And in the sacred Earth Mother, although in the arm of a spiral, seemingly small and not that profound, and yet, beloveds, it is in the smallest things you find the greatest power. It is in the smallest things you find the greatest power. It is in the smallest things you find the greatest power. And indeed, she has great power. And she has the cosmic history. She has and is a gem of the multiverse. And so you are here as her beloved family of light to take on her world, to take on her body as yours. For indeed, the assignment, the mission, the purpose is illumined, grand, and impacts levels upon levels of consciousness awareness, levels upon levels of frequency bands, of myriads and myriads of life. And so it is not just the Earth Mother, but it is the great divine entanglement of which she is a part. And so indeed, there is the great calling for the great children of light upon the earth and the many expressions that they are and the many levels that they come. Much work is being done on the astral plane. Much work is being done on the mental plane, the emotional plane, and so many frequencies within the gravitational pull of the earth and beyond it. It is a grand divine plan. And we all take our roles, beloved, those that are beyond the gravitational pull of the earth, but still and yet connected to you and you connected to us. For we are one family. We are one family of the light. We are one family of the ascension. We are one family of the divine plan, of the divine Godhead. And so we bring back the balance once again. We bring back the peace once again. We bring back the divine guardianship once again. And as we hold this platinum diamond light, we hold it and see the sacred Earth Mother imbued with the frequency of the platinum and diamond light, expressed in all of her levels, expressed in all timelines, past, present, future. We see the many cores of life forms, known and unknown to humanity. And as we hold this in consciousness, as a great sun that beams down, she feels the warmth of love. And we are connected, for we are here. And it is indeed the higher heart of compassion and higher service and unconditional love that heals all things, that brings all things into balance and anchors the higher peace of the Ozzy Shalom. So we hold her with love, unconditional, as we hold the frequency of the platinum diamond. Seeing the reemergence of the Eden tree, more powerful, more bright, in a new creation, more expansive, more direct in the many branches of the myriads of life. And we see this permeation into all of her kingdoms. We see the mineral kingdom, the plant, the animal, and indeed the human kingdom. And on the human kingdom, we see great illumination and sparks as a great awakening takes place in those who have been sleeping, those that have been gripped by fear, those who move in ignorance. We hold the diamond platinum light for the humanity who have forgotten. We hold the diamond platinum light to awaken the humanity that is asleep. We hold it for our brothers and our sisters. Hold the frequency to awaken the humans into their blueprint of the Adam Kadmon. Hold the frequencies for the brothers and sisters that are asleep. Hold the frequencies for those that are in pain. Hold the frequencies for the healing of the divine human upon the earth. And in our consciousness, we look one more time. And we see the great platinum ray and diamond light totally, completely, and fully engulfing the physical, mental, and emotional bodies of Earth. Throughout all of her 7 expressions, but yet not limited, and moving throughout the local logi of Heliovesta with the celestial bodies that she evolves and moves around the great sun of Vista and Helios. And from there, it can no longer be contained, but moves out everywhere. And now it is time to prepare ourselves to come back. And as we do, we send our profound higher heart love out to the universe. For we are recognized and we have been heard. And the blessing we send out as the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten. Samana alamma alamma alamma. We now prepare ourselves for the return. And for all the radiant ones who have been here to assist In the raising of this platform, most of the radiant ones now step back in frequency, drawing in their electromagnetic field as we now begin to draw in ours, keeping the memory of the platinum diamond light, seeing it engulfing and holding our Earth Mother before we go to sleep to maintain the frequency of her continued balance and healing. And on the count of 3, we will prepare ourselves to be back, awake and alert. 1, 2, take a deep breath in, and 3, we are alert, we are awake, and we are very, very grounded.